Hello everyone. This is George again. Another live stream. Let me guys know if everything is okay on your side. Let me share the link on social media here. So cool, thanks. So my name is George Zaky. I'm a 3D character artist from Egypt. I'm a stylized character artist and I have I have I basically I sell blockouts and base meshes on my art station and Gumroad, of course. If you were following me, if you aren't, so this is my art station. As you can see, you can find a lot of anatomy references you can use. And if you want to support me or use my base meshes in your project, you can check out my ArtStation store here. So, um, today we're going to look out Bane from Batman, and I really want to try a new workflow. Basically, this is my workflow, what I use right now. I'll show you how I block out a character like that using bunch of tools, Dynamesh, ZRemesher. I'll go back and forth between those two a lot, so bear with me a little here. So let's get started. Hope everything is working as it should. I always like to start with a subdivided cube. Let's duplicate that. Making the jawline here. His jaw is a bit wide. His head is a bit short too. So let's capture that. So, what are you guys working on? I can see his jaw is a bit wide here. And let's make this a bit flat. His head, his forehead here. So this is going to be his head. As you can see, I always check the 3/4 view here. I want this cheekbone to be visible, as you can see here. As you can see, see this silhouette on the concept. I don't think you can see it. This is the silhouette for his the head. He's the chewy muscle here. Yeah, agreed. I consider myself lucky to be able to make a living doing blockouts and base meshes. I do freelance, some freelance. So, but yeah, mainly blockouts. Let's add his neck. I know nothing is unusual till now. This is the same method I use so far. So let's disable the dynamic, the perspective. Sorry. So I only capture the volumes at this level. Facial feature of the Superman blockout. I think it is. I don't actually remember doing it on the stream. I'll check it out later. As you can see, his neck is a bit huge. I'm not trying to capture that right now. So right now I only want to capture the main volumes. It's gonna start a bit experimental here, guys. Gonna be a bit experimental. because this is the stage where I show you my new workflow. So at first, I want to establish the landmarks, the ribcage, the cavity here on his back, the overall volume in general. This is the back muscle I'm developing right now. I'm only pulling the only the visible point because now I'm going to use the Dynamesh to add the basically to add the anatomy details I have. And see his price trapezius are going to be huge. So um let's scale this up. Scale this up a little now. Get his armpit now. Um so now I'm going to use Dynamesh as at the lowest possible resolution. I think this is a bit too much. But I'll show you why I'm using it. Because I want to pull this area down to form the app. So let's trim this and using Dynamesh again, using So I will now I'll mark. Okay, this is the main volume. Again, it's not accurate as you can see, and doesn't have any anatomy information. But I only use it to mark the yeah, has been a while. So I only use this method to mark all the information I need. See, I'll only use them standard for this. Just building the muscles and form, not the muscles, but all the main forms I can see. There is some muscles here, but I will sculpt them later. So I can imagine his chest is a bit flat. He has, a flat chest, then going a little backward, his pelvis. His pelvis right here. Again, I'm just building the volumes. I don't think about the any of the details I have here. Let's build the clavicle. Only want this angle basically for the clavicle here. See, this is the torso so far. Think this is good, but I can always make it better. I can push the rib cage. See, using this workflow, I'm not really limited to the poly count I have. But as you can see, it's a bit messy. This is a cavity here. I can use the clay builder to build some muscles here. Will you consider making a tutorial focus mainly on look at the facial features? Yeah, of course. We can do that. So probably some of you guys think why I am doing all this, how this is going to be your clean base mesh or your clean blockout. I'll show you guys in a second. Let's add the clay build up here. Build the clavicle. As you can see, it's a very important bony landmark here. I don't know what call this, but yeah. Clay build up to keep everything consistent here and there. So right now I'm going to destroy all these volumes because I don't think it's really necessary to keep this. So it's going to be useful for my volumes, only for my volumes. So let's add a quick ZRemesher here. Sorry if it's um, some experiments here. I'm doing some experiments. So let's save first. Day 11. So let's add quick ZRemesher 0.4. Okay, this is a bit too much here. Turn off adapt. I will use a quick ZRemesh plus the polish here. 0.2 or 0.1 even. Oh, this is too much. At 0.4 again without adapt. Um, trying to decide if I can work with this. No. 0.3 or 0.2 or adapt. I want the ZRemesher to keep some of the sharp edges here. This sharp edge here, for example, some cavities here. And the cavities here. Let's again use uh, ZRemesher. I think at 0.1 that will do. Again, let's keep it at 0.2 here. So this is the main volume for his torso. So it has been a while since the last time I used this technique. Um, so now I want to basically I want to cut the pieces I want from here. So let's use the sliced curve here. I want to cut. You know what? Let's duplicate. No, let's duplicate it. I duplicated the same mesh here. So what I want from here is from this piece is this area on the this upper area. Oh, okay. Let's just cut a straight line here. Let's let's delete hidden here. Delete hidden. Let's press close holes. I know this is not a perfect geometry, but yeah, as I only want the rib cage here and all the back muscle have developed. So I want from this mesh I want basically all these area, the apps and the obliques. So I'll cut it from here. Then I'll move out anything I don't want. So delete hidden again. Close hold. And I'm going to just want to define the this area a bit more. So now I want to split the pelvis from the rest of the body here. Let's make the pelvis. I'll duplicate this pelvis and again using the slice curve. Yeah, this will do. Again, delete hidden, close holes, and now I have the pelvis. For the muscles here, I will cut it below the pelvis a bit. Cut it this way. Okay, delete hidden. This is deleted, deleted, close all. Yeah, this is what I want. So now I have all the three pieces I want for my blockout. I can build the muscles from here, of course, but yeah. I feel the volumes are not through yet. So right now I can move to the or before that I can use the ZRemesher again at a much lower poly count just to control my shape a bit more. Yeah, like that. I'll do. So some of you guys will say, where's all the muscle details you add? I just build them for volumes basically. So I don't really care about the muscle details because this is the easiest part, adding the muscles and stuff, you know. Sorry, I spent a little too much on this guy. But now I can I can focus on the other anatomical details. Let's use split hidden. Just the old stuff right now. Oh, I can use I want to use local symmetry without dynamic. Yeah, like that. Uh, so let's add the arm. I'm going to use two appendage here for the arm. I will only build the again the main volumes first using the same technique I'm using. I use now. Again, I like to have my arms from pointing at this direction here. These two faces are indicating that. Let's use split and mask here. Again, building my own planes for the bicep and the tricep here. I'm building the volumes, just the volumes here. Not doing anything crazy. I don't like the shape of his neck, to be honest. But yeah, think I will manage that. I need to have a very small intersection here to build the volumes for his forearm here. Just want to build the volume, so I will not spend too much time here. I'm going to form a triangle here and a triangle here. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, I think this will do for his forearm. It's very quiet. So, what I really want to do now is I think I will keep it. I know I won't. I won't really work with level. Just want to keep everything consistent, having the same level of details all over my mesh. So I will just divide and delete lower, polish by feature by a very small amount. I'm going to add a small primitive here for the elbow. I'll show you why right now. So what I really want to do is that I want I want to use Dynamesh, but at the same time I want to keep all the uh, all the basically the separation I get from using multiple geometry. So I'll just keep the main part here like that. And I will be using Dynamesh, but with keep groups. right now I still have all the pieces I have basically. So I can use masking and just sculpt or mark the muscles I want. Again, we'll be using that for just as a landmark, volumes landmarks, basically. Again, we'll be using clay build-up a little, just for fun. Oh, I forgot something here. For the so this is the arm here. I want to build up the trapezius. Hey, someone from the ITI. أيوة مين بقى؟ حد أعرفه ولا حد ما أعرفوش؟ So for the forearms, I'll be using the clay buildup a little here. Let's unhide his folder. كده مش هعرفك فعلا. أهلا أهلا أهلا. جيم ديف ولا يعني كنت في الجيم ديف ولا الارت تراك الجيم ارت ولا الجيم ديفلوبمنت؟ اه دي أم في جزء هنا بحب أضيفه. I always like to add this piece of triangle here just to make this pony landmark and define the extensors here a bit more. Using Dynamesh again. Let's 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 join these. Merge down. No, let it in. Right now I don't really like the arm so much, but yeah. Hmm. I'm going to keep the sorry, I keep polishing the VR because I really don't like it. It looks okay. Don't take me wrong, but feel it's missing something. So for the arm, I will show you guys something really quick. I'll turn off the symmetry. Let's delete hidden. For the arm, I'll just try to decide here. I'll cut all the pieces or mask. Let's use masking. So for the arm, I'll move it to a new folder first. Make it arm. This is one of the techniques I'm using. So I'll mask the before that let's group split the arm. I'll hide the torso, the pelvis, basically all things except the arm. So I will duplicate this. I'll mask the I'll mask the bicep here. Making this its own polygroup by pressing Ctrl W. Then I will just select this, delete hidden, close holes, and ZRemesher in the end. ZRemesher here. Let's press tab. ZRemesh again. ZRemesh again. I'll turn off adapt. Try again. Not a good idea. So this is the piece I'll be using for the for the bicep here. For the rest of these, oh, I should have kept it. Anyway, for the this piece of muscle here, I'll be using again like that. Delete hidden, close holes. For this, I will use the inflate a little bit here because it's a bit thin, and a bit of the Dynamesh. Why not? Then I'll be using ZRemesher. Oh, remeshing aborted. So I think of the hidden geometry. Ah. Oh. Let me check here. Oh, I forgot to duplicate. It's alright. I should have used split hidden for that. Well, let's try this again. Split hidden, close holes, inflate a little bit here, Dynamesh without keeping group, and using the remesh. Using the remesh again on half. Why not? Again, to make it more clear. Close holes. So we'll be using again split hidden. Close holes. Using the inflate a little bit. Using Dynamesh to make everything clear, bit cleaner. And again, using ZRemesher. Again, close holes. I want this piece muscle here. So I'm working on a blockout, so I could have keep this all these informations, you know, and start working on the whole character. But because I'm working on a base mesh, you know, I want to um, I want to keep everything a bit organized here. Again, split hidden, close holes, using the inflate, using Dynamesh without group polish, maybe. No. So this is the only piece of muscles. Let's close holes again. There's a small triangle here. Control W. Again, split hidden. Close holes. Using the inflate here. Using a bit of Dynamesh. Using ZRemesher. Going to have it here. Well, I can always I'm working on something interesting, by the way. I'm working on a some sort of primitives. How can I say it? You know, a primitive, low poly. It's low poly primitive, but it has the muscles as polygroups. So you only want to adjust the volumes and the shapes of these primitives. Then you will then by pressing a button, you can extract the muscles from these primitives again, and these muscles will be taking the same shapes and the same volumes of the main primitives you added. So it's going to be really interesting. It's a really interesting project. So split hidden again, close holes, inflate, using the Dynamesh again without leaving group. And the ZRemesher again. So these are all the muscle details. So as you can see here, I have all the anatomy informations from using one mesh. You can delete this. We don't need it anymore. So I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to extract the brachioradialis here. So this is the brachioradialis. Let's press those holes here. You know what? Let's undo that. Let's do the same thing. Let's press split hidden. Again, close holes, inflate it a little bit here, and use the ZRemesher without a gap. Oh, can always use the brush here because the ZRemesher doesn't really work this well on very thin geometry, you know? Close holes again. So, what I really want to extract right now is this area here, including the west area here. Just like that. Split hidden. Again, close holes using inflate. For this piece, I'll just use the ZRemesher directly here. So for this piece, I think I'll just cut it or cut and destroy this area here. Don't really want it. So again, I'll use the ZRemesher here. mirror unweld without using dynamic, of course. For this piece again, I'll just use ZRemesher. Use it half without like that. So this is the pole arm. So for I think okay, let's first add a placeholder for the actually let's merge. Okay, now this is much better. Let's add a placeholder for his hands here. So his hand is a bit small compared to the whole thing. He has a very thin wrist area. adding an appendage for his thumb. For the thumb, I'd like to use a depth. Disable dynamic and adjusting the hand a little bit here. I'll just add, let's duplicate this. So this is his hands. So for the torso, I think I will add more subdivision now for the torso area. Mirror, mirror, So I think I will do this. Just trying to decide if I'm so. Let's use Dynamesh. No, let's use Dynamesh again on this object here. I'm going to mark the clavicle here. So I'll just draw these lines to represent the muscles here, as you can see. I always like to fold this line. Oh. As you can see here, the muscle groups. So I'm almost done here, guys. Think I will not be able to cut the legs. So this is the trapezius. I want to pull portion of it inside his head. Just to present it accurately. So now I'll do the same thing. I will mask and basically extract again all the muscle details I want. So let's start masking. I'll mask this area here. Oh, let's start big first. Let's start with the pecs, the chest muscles here. Close holes. Oh, let's press split hidden first and use close holes. Close holes. Inflated just small amount. Oh, let let's cut this area first using mask class tool here. Delete hidden. Close holes and using Dynamesh inflate a little bit here, and again using ZRemesher, turn off adapt, and I have my low poly primitive for his chest. I can adjust the shape the way I want. For let's use tame ZRemesh again, as I don't like. Oh, let's press close holes. There was a hole in here. See, I only used a few volumes, but it's totally fine here. Totally manageable. Using again close holes. Oh, close holes. So for these pieces here, I'll do the same thing using mask pen. Split hidden again. Close holes. Inflate. A quick Dynamesh without glue. Then using ZRemesher again. Turn off at that. ZRemesh again. Auto groups, mirror and weld. move topological, and yeah. Here I'm just polishing, so just fixing the all these pieces. So again, close holes. I'll extract the two pieces. This one and this one. Control W again. Alright, if I just close holes. Oh, split hidden first. Close holes. Okay. A bit of inflate. Dynamesh with the hot group. Dynamesh again. ZRemesher without a depth. Like that. Delete hidden and close holes again. So these are the remaining three pieces. Split hidden again, close holes, inflate. And the remesh. Sorry, it took me so long again. Again, split hidden, close holes, inflate, bit, using dynamic a bit. Right now. Now for the back muscles. I think we have reached, we have quite a bit of um, information here. Close holes. So as you can see, it's a bit time consuming using masking. It works. Don't take me wrong. It works, but it's a bit time consuming. So let's try using another method here by duplicating this mesh and using a knife lasso. Yeah. So I want only this piece. So I'll cut all the other pieces I don't want and only keep this piece here, his back muscles. So auto group, delete hidden, auto group again, close holes if there's any holes, using Dynamesh, using ZRemesher. So this is a piece here. Again, duplicate the same mesh here. I want only to keep this piece here. So I'll cut all pieces except this piece. Oh, let's keep it here. Yeah, well, oh, so I only want this piece. But let's keep cutting all the pieces. I don't know, quite a strange behavior here. So again, using ZRemesher, I only want the volume, so I'll keep this at point 2, for example. Yeah, this will do. Agreed, yeah. So I'm not doing this. I'm doing this for my shop, basically. I'm not doing this for something in particular. Split hidden, close holes, and inflate a bit using Dynamesh without group port, and using ZRemesher at quite a very low resolution here. Click same and apply it again. Sometimes if there's any problem, I fix my problem here. Oh, again for my for my shop on ArtStation, because you know, low poly primitive base mesh with low poly primitive is very easy to edit later if you want. So that's why I'm uh, using this technique here. Close holes for this. So I have all the muscles except the so for the rib cage, I don't want to extract the clavicle. This is an extra work for me. But let's uh, let's duplicate this. Let's cut this area to form the rib cage. Oh, and Zbrush crashed. I should have saved. I really hope this is not a okay, well, not too far back. I think, yeah, let's duplicate this and let's cut these. Oh, control save. Again, using the knife lasso here. I want to extract the rib cage first. Again, something off with the mesh, of course. But yeah, I hate it when ZBrush do this. Again, duplicate this. I'll be using Dynamesh. So, Dynamesh, it should fix any of the problems here. Let's try again using the knife lasso. Oh, it's going to crash again, of course. I really don't like it. I have to finish at least the torso of this stream. So I'm going to try. I'm gonna try another technique for the extracting. So let's duplicate this and use the knife, the clay brush to destroy the shape here. I'll only keep the rib cage. Again, just as a volume. I have to end the stream if it crashed again. So hopefully this will not happen again. Delete again those holes. So this is a good base mesh for the rib cage. I'll use the ZRemesher again here. ZRemesher. And I want this to keep to be sure. So I'll define it. Turn off adapt and half it till I get a low poly mesh like this. And I will mask this area. Split hidden, close holes, inflate, dynamesh, and the remesh. Use same to fix the symmetry here. Use double. Back. Let's use half again. Oh, here, let's use same. So again, going to extract. Going to extract this. Or let's try to cut it. Oh, let's save first. Let's try to cut all these using again, hopefully, knife lasso. Symmetry plane. Oh, I swear this is going to be the last time. If it's crashed again, I'll end the stream here. This is going to be the last time. So let's open it. Let's use the nice curve. Maybe it's the knife lasso. So maybe. geometry will cause not much trouble. Close holes. Let's use select lasso. Okay, let's first delete hidden, close holes, close holes. Let's use ZRemesher. Oh, this is too low. Okay, this is good. I think for these muscles, I'll just use masking. Split hidden, close holes, inflate, inflate, dynamesh without group, ZRemesher again, again close holes, dynamesh. Let's extract this piece here. The mask, uh, the mask is not always clean, you know. Split hidden again, close holes, inflate, inflate, dynamesh, ZRemesher. Split hidden, close holes, inflate, and dynamesh. Again, inflate again, close holes, dynamesh. ZRemesher again. You know what? Let's extract the scapula here. Let's close holes. We are 2 hours and a half, which is a bit too much. Thanks for. I mean, if anyone is still here, thanks for staying this much. I'm sorry, I'm a bit loose today. Okay. For the neck muscles, I think I'll add this now and in the stream. Because this is a bit too much here. Took me some time to get to this level. Little mask. I'm going to add another appendage here. Inflated. Let's enable local symmetry. Let's hide this piece. Don't want the arm. Let's hide it. It in duplicates, yeah. Let's delete this. I don't want it. This is the wood cage I developed earlier. Of course, we want to add the clavicle here. Sorry, I'm not talking too much here. Trying to speed up the process a little bit and extract the rest of the geometry here from the mesh. So let's duplicate this. Let's do the let's save first. I want to cut the let's use the knife lasso. Hopefully this will work. It's a simple geometry, so don't work well. Let's use half and ZRemesh again using half, using same and ZRemesh. I don't want this this round. So these are the apps. Let's duplicate this again and just cut this part using mirror. These are the obliques. Let's use same ZRemesh. Okay, this is good enough for the oblique. We can keep this piece inside. I'll just hide it here if I want it. later. So okay. So I think this is it. Sorry. Again, took me so long. Let's see all the muscles. Let's say first. So let's first save first. Let's press the pause mesh. Let's press auto group. So a good result, but not amazing. So let's enable perspective. Let's take a couple screenshots. So this is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next Saturday. Thanks so much for sticking. Stop here. So this is it. So I think this is it only missing his feet, his leg and feet, and his hand. I'm gonna take half an hour to look out these, and maybe I can show you some other tricks I have. So thanks so much for watching. See you guys next Saturday.